Hey everybody, Austin here again with another Let's Play video. Today it's going to be Cyborg Justice for the Sega Genesis. An awesome tech demo that was turned into one of the most boring beat-em-ups of the early 90s. I hate to start this Let's Play out on a negative note, but you know, I used to really like this game. Like, I played the crap out of this game back in the early 90s. It was awesome, and then I played it recently on stream and I was like, every level is exactly the same, literally, except the enemy damage goes up, or the enemy armor goes up, or hit points go up. That's probably the best way to say it. So basically, what you experience on the first level is like, oh, this is really cool, really varied, like, combat, you know? It's not just a beat 'em up where you just mash A over and over and maybe use a special attack every now and then. There are a lot of moves in this game. It's basically like a fighting game meets a beat 'em up. And it's really interesting, and there's some customizable options as well to configure your fighter or your mech or whatever you want to call it in this game. And but every level is exactly the same until the final boss of the game. You even fight the same boss every level, or every 3 stages you fight the same boss. It's like they crafted this really cool engine and combat system and then said, you know what, we don't really have time to actually, you know, make a fleshed out game. Yet they still released it. It's crazy. And I think the game actually sold decently too, because it's not an uncommon game. You can find Cyborg Justice pretty easily. And it's still not a very expensive game, in hindsight, for good reason. It's no Streets of Rage 2, that's for sure, but man, it has so many good qualities to it. But as you guys will see, this is going to be the most boring Let's Play I've probably done in a long time. And if you want proof of that, if you've never played this game before, simply skip ahead throughout the video. Like, go 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then 25 minutes, and then 30 minutes, and you're going to see me doing the exact same thing over, no matter where your cursor is. You're gonna be like, oh, that looks the same. Well, that looks the same. Background's different, but he's still doing the same thing. And yeah, you guys will see what I mean if you've never played this before, pretty quickly. Lives in this game are actually fairly redundant. They allow you to set lives. However, even if you start with 3 lives, you can actually go up to 5 lives very quickly. You can actually steal life from enemies, and every time you max out your health by stealing life, you'll actually go up to your next life. So if you're at 3 lives and then you max out and continue to steal health, you'll go up to 4 lives, and you'll get another health bar for that until you're maxed out at 5 lives. So the lives are actually kind of redundant. That's just to make it easier for newcomers. I mean, I could put it on 1 life right now and then just max out my lives starting from there, but I'm not going to do that. Especially for the final boss, because if I get a game over on the final boss, I don't want to start off with 1 life. Because the final boss is kind of tricky, but that's one of the actual only tricky parts in the game. So yeah, there is a high score screen, unfortunately, like any Sega Genesis game. Pretty much most Sega Genesis games. It does not save your high score. So hey, we got an empty high score table that we can try to fill up. That'll only be erased once we're done. And you got a variety of difficulty modes. I do not recommend putting them on the harder skill modes. It just makes a repetitive game even more repetitive. So we're going to leave it on normal. Really what I should do is put it on like relaxed or easy. But I'm not sure if the game will end early. Some games, if you put it on the easiest modes, it'll end early and it won't let you beat the game. So I'm not sure if I want to do that or try it for the first time, so we're going to stick with normal. So let's jump right into the game. You can do 2 players co-op, and there's also a dual versus mode, which is kind of cool. So the game is a little more fun if you have a second player, but from a solo player perspective, like me, I like playing beat 'em up single player, and it gets absurdly repetitive. So you got a variety of different, you know, attack weapons, you know, armor pieces, and then legs you can pick from, and each have different abilities and whatnot. Like, you've got the launch hand, which basically shoots out, kind of like a Hardman style from Mega Man 3, basically just shoots out your fist, and it'll actually land on the ground, and you have to go physically pick it back up and remount it to your body. It doesn't just come back, if I recall correctly. I prefer the laser hand because in the beginning of the game, it's extremely powerful. It's not so useful later on in the game, but in the very beginning of the game, it's a good weapon to use. You've also got the fire spray hand. I don't really recommend it. It's just kind of like... And actually, pretty much every weapon is crap. Like this, oh my god, that's useless. Like, you literally have to saw off the arm of your opponent, and it takes forever. And chances are, when you use it, they don't get caught up in it. They take a couple scratches, and they're like, oh, well, that's dumb. I'm just gonna walk this way and just get out of it. And so it's a lot of these weapons are pretty useful. I'd imagine launch hand along with laser hand are the most useful. Or if you want to play it safe, just do normal hand. You'll probably get an extra punch or something like that. I've always played with laser hand, so we're gonna do that. You've also got different, like I said, different body styles. They each have different properties, and I'm not sure exactly what those properties are. I always go with the Quasimodo body because I just think it looks kind of cool. Yeah, you know, just for the case of this, just for the example of this Let's Play, I'll pick a different body, like the big booster body. Or, you know, we'll go with the lobster body. Just because. Normally I go with the oh, fuck it, we'll do Quasimodo. Then you got a variety of different legs, like somersault legs. It actually demonstrates it for you. You actually somersault. And then you've also got tank legs, which is pretty cool actually. But Bigfoot legs, there are these little platforms in the game that'll just like suck you in, kind of like they'll magnetize you to the floor and you won't be able to move. The Bigfoot legs keep it to where you can't get sucked in by like those objects. Basically those objects will keep you vulnerable. Also, there are little mini spikes on the playfield here and there. Those will do slow damage to you, and if you have the Bigfoot legs, those will not do damage to you. So, the thing about Bigfoot legs is I don't think you can jump as high or something like that. If you do the pneumatic legs, I think it's the pneumatic legs. Either that or it's the jogging legs. Spiked legs, I forgot what the spiked legs do. Jogging legs are probably good. I think they might make you run. Or I don't know if it's the pneumatic legs or if it's the spike legs. One of them makes you run faster by default, and I don't know which one it is, but and one of them lets you jump higher, I think, too, and I'm not exactly sure. We'll go with the pneumatic legs just because I'm not sure what they do. It matches my body, at least. Unfortunately, my laser doesn't really match the rest of my body. So there we go, guys. We're in the game now, and I'll try to explain things, you know, in the first level, and sort of warm up a little bit too. One of the things you can do in this game, and this is actually really important to kill certain enemies quickly, is you can actually steal the weapons. There we go. Off enemies. And when you grab, you basically pull their arm off, and if it's a weapon, you can actually take it. So pressing B will actually throw that. And if you do it again, you'll actually rip their torso off. Let's see if we can do that. It's hard to do. You have to like press back and then A and B together. There we go. Bam. Just like that. And by pressing A, you actually absorb their health. Oh, these pneumatic legs are actually really slow. Oh god, this is gonna make the game go by even longer. Oh jeez. Normally I think I play with spiked legs. But in this case we're doing pneumatic legs, and you know, I'm not sure if there's more defense or anything like that with them, but man, I'm going pretty slow. Like, look at this. Nice and slow. So by pressing C and down, you can actually duck. And then what I like to do is hold down forward and press C while I'm ducking. I do this like lunge attack. In the very early parts of the game, it's extremely powerful. Ooh, that was bad. I didn't mean to do that. So it's extremely powerful in the early parts of the game. Pressing down and C when you're in the air. Ooh, nice. The missile got him. Pressing down and C when you're in the air will do this. this life-sucking attack, which, like I said, mentioned earlier, you can... Oh my god, I didn't mean to... Oh, so the pneumatic legs does let you jump high. Oh my god, holy crap. If you press jump twice... Ooh, okay. That's... Oh, geez, that's actually really cool, because some of the enemies later on in the game, they just swarm you pretty quickly. Okay. But I wanted to do my attack where I steal his health, and I just double jumped and flew into the air by accident. So I do want to demonstrate it for you, so let's see if I can do that. Okay. So that's it right there. You basically latch onto him just like that. You take a very minute amount of health. Okay, so you can actually go really fast now if you double jump. Okay, I'm going to remember that. Okay, that's cool. Well, it's not going to be cool, you know, 9 levels from now and we're still doing the same thing. So we're on level 1, 2 now. So this is basically what happens throughout the entire game. You go through a set area like that, like we just did. You kill some baddies. You drive off. You drive back in, and it's the same level again, except it's, you know, palette swaps. You know, the colors are different. And that's it. You do that 3 times per level. On the 3rd level, or on the 3rd section of the stage, you'll fight a boss. And then you'll drive off and you'll go to another level that looks actually different. However, the 2nd level of that level, or the 2nd stage of that level, will be palette swapped again. You'll do that 3 times. And then you'll fight the same boss again. And you basically do that 5 times. So it's like 15 stages. And then it's the final boss. I think it's 15 stages. Hopefully it's not 18. If it's 18, I'm going to be really angry. It's been a few weeks since I beat this game. I did beat this game on stream a couple weeks back. One thing I've been trying to do on Twitch is, instead of just streaming regularly, is trying to practice for Let's Plays so I can be somewhat proactive with getting videos up for YouTube. That's definitely helped my product. Shit, I did it again, man. It's definitely helped my productivity on YouTube for sure. But I'm also realizing some of these games are going to be painful to Let's Play by playing them on Twitch and practicing them that way, basically. Oh, geez, I just got killed by that rocket. Cyborg Justice was actually really painful for me to play on Twitch, and when I was done doing it, I was actually kind of angry because it was not very much fun at all. It was extremely repetitive. I think I even lost my viewers because it was so boring to watch. I was just doing the exact same thing over and over. So if you've played Cyborg Justice in the past, I'm curious to know what your current thoughts are on the game. Have you played it recently? Or do you have rose-tinted glasses like I did when I went to stream this game a couple weeks back? Because I actually wanted to play this game, and I've been wanting to Let's Play it for quite some time, but man, when I played it through on Twitch, I was just like, oh, this is a buzzkill. This whole game was just not very much fun at all. But as you can see, this first level, it's fine. Like, you know, there's just, you know, there's a whole lot of combat to be had, and I haven't even shown, like, half of the moves yet. There's a whole lot of moves in the game. And I'm going to take advantage of this guy being stuck, and this is a strategy you can go by throughout the rest of the game to steal their health, because you do get continues in this game, but the problem is that you will get game overs, and you'll have to start back from the beginning, and nobody wants to do that. So, one thing you can also do is, if a guy gets stuck on one of those magnetizing things, you can just bust out your laser and just shoot him. So if that happens again, maybe I'll demonstrate that. And in order to scroll the screen over, you have to destroy these guys. So if they're on the ground like that, you have to kick them. Oops. Man, those pneumatic legs are actually pretty cool in that regard. Okay, so let me steal their health. I need the health pretty badly, actually. Normally I don't do this bad on the first level, but it has been actually a few weeks since I last played the game, so I'm trying to warm up. Oh, come on. I just got my health back and... Alright, get stuck on it again. Come on, thank you. So those are like the little spiky things I was talking about. You can... Alright, you know what? You're freaking annoying, dude. Jesus Christ. So I'm just gonna blow you away. Let this other dude get stuck. You're always basically just getting ganged up. It's just, you know, you can try to take advantage of a single enemy like this, but when you got two enemies on screen, it's just, you know, it's really hard to do that, to just take their life away like I was doing. So a lot of times you kind of want to wait until, ooh, okay, I'll take that. You kind of want to wait until there's, you know, only one enemy on screen to just start sucking one guy's life away. But, again, one thing you can do is let one get stuck on the first level. Oops, or not. Nope, that's not working. Alright, we're gonna kill you, because... Oh, why did I drop him? And look, he looks almost just like me. It's like you guys gotta get lost in, like, who's actually playing the game. Like, which one is Austin? Alright, so here's the boss, guys. And it's basically the same dude every time. And I just killed him in 2 hits. So that's why the laser arm is good in the beginning. What I actually like to do on that boss is, instead of fighting him, you could rip him in half just like any other enemy. He's basically a normal enemy, just with a couple special abilities. And so you can actually go up, rip his gun off. Unfortunately, all it is a laser hand. So it's not like you get a special weapon. But after that, you can rip his torso off and then take his health and get an extra life. So technically you can kill the boss in 2 hits, and that's kind of what I like to do when I play the game. So, you know, just like I said in the last stage, the game is pretty much the same all the way through. All the enemies are just combinations of the parts that you can choose from in the very beginning of the game. And so, you know, once you've played through the first level, you've basically seen the entire game. Which is really a shame. You know, you go and you play something like Streets of Rage 2, and the game is constantly changing and evolving as you play the game, and, you know, even 20 years later, it's still a blast to play. You still recognize, or you catch new details that you never noticed back in the day. This game offers none of that. It's literally just this over and over and over again. So it's a shame, you know. I think a lot of people probably looked over it back in the day, because, especially, like, you know, just, you know, gamers on the street, you know, people like myself probably just looked over it because it was a fun 2-player game. Like, we just played a 2-player, and I don't think anybody really tried to beat this game back in the day. They just kind of played it and then probably got a game over or something and stopped. But I know, I think I was like the first one of my friends to ever actually beat the game. Oh, so if you pick them up and you throw them down on the ground, they'll drop their weapon. That's really interesting. I didn't know that. So good to know. Alright, go over there. I want some health back. So from here on out, guys, unless I'm complaining, the Let's Play might get a little quiet. it's just this is just one of those games. I mean, it is one of those games, guys, where after a certain point, there's not a whole lot to talk about. It's just one of those games. Oh, man. So, you know, by pressing down and C in the air, you can basically, you know, latch onto these enemies and steal some health. Oh, one of the things you have to watch out for is if you got the pneumatic legs, you have to wait and delay your attack. Otherwise, you do a double jump instead, as you guys have seen me do multiple times. Something else to keep in mind is you don't want to use the down and C attack when you're not guaranteed to land on an enemy. It's extremely risky if you just do it on your own, like... Oops. No, stop. Like that. You actually deal a ton of damage to yourself if you miss, so you really only want to do it if you stun an enemy like that. 3 punches in a row will oftentimes stun an enemy. So you could do like a 1, 2, 3 combo like that, and then jump on them. Of course, I guess he's got the somersault legs, and he seems like he doesn't get stunned that for that long. But when enemies are on the magnet-y things or fields or whatever you want to call them, that's the ideal time to use it. Oh shit, no, I'm stuck on it. I'm not anymore. Alright, get stuck so I can take your health. Thank you. By holding A and pressing back, you can do this little, like, kick. And that's basically how you destroy your guys when they're in pieces on the ground. When they're in bits and pieces, you have to still kick them for some reason to progress the screen farther, which is really weird. I don't understand why they force you to do that, but it just makes it even more repetitive, because by level 3 or 4, you're just like, same formula over and over again. I do like how these pneumatic legs just like really fire you through the level. Like, that's actually really cool. So yeah, the very beginning of the game, you really want to just take advantage of this attack because it deals so much damage, but by the end of the game, all of your attacks are pretty much doing like no damage. And so at that point, it's literally like a gauntlet and an endurance battle. And that's, to me, where the game becomes unfun. Like, I can still dig, like, these first couple levels, because I actually feel like I'm dishing out damage, and, you know, I'm mowing through these guys with relative ease. I mean, it's not so much that it's easy, it's just it feels satisfying, you know? Like, the hits feel satisfying, but when nothing does damage, you're just like, this isn't really that much fun, you know? I just killed that guy in one hit, and, you know, that wasn't just, like, me mashing buttons or something. Like, I had to wind up this weapon, and, you know, I took the risk, but, you know, the payoff was worth it because I killed him in one hit. I was left wide open, like, while I was charging up. You know, it's that sort of thing. You know, there's some good stuff here in the game. But for the most part, it's just like, Alright, if you get stuck... Oh, go back. Get stuck. Get stuck. No, get stuck. Stop jumping towards me. Thank you. Bam. See, that's why you wanted to get stuck, so I can kill you in one hit. It's like, do as I say, robot. I am the Let's Player, not you. Alright, see if we can kill this guy in... Oops. There we go. Bam! Just like that. 2 hits. Of course, I technically hit him more times than that, but that was my fault. It's actually really hard to get the... and not so much hard, it's just really inconsistent with the weapon stealing and torso ripping move. I'm sure there's an actual name for the move, but... and it's basically back in A and B together at the same time, as far as I know. And it's just very inconsistent for me to get it. Like, that time, I tried it, and I ended up winding up my weapon instead. It's like, what the hell, man? Like, I don't know if it's frame perfect, or if the enemy has to be perfectly still, or... See, look at this. You can see the attacks are taking a lot less damage now. Like, I would have killed this guy in like 3 hits with this attack before, and it's taken maybe 5 or 6 now. So this is, to me, is where the game just is like, ugh. They really needed to change it up by this point. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the 1, 2, 3 and then leech attack off of them, because I had to delay my attack because of the pneumatic legs. So that's kind of frustrating, actually. I have to wait until one of those portals appears that they can get stuck on. I'm surprised that throw to the ground doesn't do any damage. Like, look at that. It's barely anything. Well, one thing I do like about the pneumatic legs is that you can really just bolt through the stage quickly, and that's good, because normally you gotta walk through each section, and then the missiles start coming out every single time, and it's just... Like, if you do it fast enough, you can skip the missiles completely with the pneumatic legs. Like, the missiles basically come out if you just spent too much time without progressing. And you know what's crazy about, like, the enemy layouts? Is every time you start a new level, it's always just one enemy. Like, they even repeated that aspect of it. It's like, that's how lazy this game is. Or the designers were with the game. And they aren't really introducing new, like, ground objects you have to deal with. It's just these same, like, magnetizing things. It's just comes off as extremely, extremely lazy. And I know hindsight is 2020, but I mean, this is the same time, like, we're talking, Streets of Rage 2 was already out when this game came out. Like, shit, I think Streets of Rage 2 was even a pack-in for some of the Genesis systems by this point already. If not before this. I think Streets of Rage 2 was 92, actually, and this game came out in 93. So it's just like, man, what the heck, guys? Come on. Just super, super lazy effort. And I hate to say it, because, like, I used to really, really like this game back in the day, and right now, I honestly can't really recommend this game at all. I mean, you know, I don't want to be negative in my Let's Plays, but on some games, I feel like I'm obligated to be. Like, I'm not trying to mislead you guys and say, oh man, this is a great game, you should try it and buy it now. You know, because I am usually pretty positive about this games, and I'm the kind of person where if I think there are some redeeming qualities about a game, I think you should try it out and give it a shot, see if you dig it. But, like, you know, the combat in this game is cool, the animation is solid, and the customizable aspects are neat, but aside from that, there's not really a game to be had. It's just doing this same stuff over and over and over again incessantly. And it's frustrating because the groundwork was there for I think a phenomenal beat 'em up. And what we got is oh, I guess I should say maybe not so much phenomenal, but the most complex beat 'em up of the era. I mean, there's so many moves in this game. It's a lot like a fighting game, an actual fighting game with beat 'em up elements, you know? And that's really cool. It's one of the first of its kind. And they just botched it. They're like, okay, we got a good engine, we got a good foundation, alright, let's release the game. You know, maybe there were deadlines or something like that, I don't know. But it's sad because I know that there could be a pretty good game hidden within this. You know, if the first level was the entire game, okay, maybe I'd think more highly of it, but you basically got 15 to 18 stages of the exact same thing, and it just gets progressively more tedious because enemies start taking more damage to take down. And that's it, you know. Everything else is exactly the same. You know, when I come out of these Let's Plays, like, if I've enjoyed the game, I want to be like, man, you should check this game out if you're a fan of these classic games. And chances are, if you're watching this, you are a fan of these classic games. Which is why I always throw review elements into my Let's Plays as well. It's just what I do, you know. I want to spread the word about a good thing, but something like Cyborg Justice, I just can't really wholeheartedly recommend like I would really like to. I mean, and the sad part is that I played the crap out of this game back in the day, and like I never even noticed, like, I noticed it was a little repetitive, but I didn't really think anything of it. But now that I'm an adult, I'm like, I'm almost twice the, actually, I am over twice the age from when I first played this game. That's sad. I'm almost 3 times the age from when I first played this game. It's been that long ago. It's been almost 20 years. Oh my god. Alright, I'm getting wrecked. I need to steal some health. I need to steal some health now. Cyborg Justice. I always thought I would really enjoy to Let's Play this game, but having played it recently, I realized that I would not enjoy it nearly as much as I expected to. I actually hadn't beaten this game since, oh god, at least the early 2000s, if that. Basically, it's been a really long time since I last beat this game, up until I streamed it a couple of weeks ago. Alright, come on, get stuck. I need some health. Thank you. So, you know, milking this guy's health should give me almost an entire health bar. It's a little repetitive doing it this way, but, you know, the game does get more challenging as you go through it, mainly because of just, you know, the health increases on the enemies, and that's basically it. So, you know, in order to survive, you really have to do that. Like, I don't want to start at the very beginning of this level, because each level takes probably a good 10 minutes to get through. You know, a good 7, 8, 9, probably 10 minutes to get through each of these stages within the overall level. So I definitely don't want to be oh geez, this is part of the Let's Play where I start slurring my speech. I'm so bored. I definitely don't want to be repeating all that monotony, if you will. And I'm sure you guys don't want to be seeing. Okay, boss fight, good. So we're gonna be on level 4 after this. So we're making progress. Alright, let's see if we can just nail him in one hit. It's hard to get it, guys, like I'm telling you. There we go. So you basically get his entire health bar and that's it, so nothing terribly special. But we're at 5 lives, and I think 5 is the max. So, you know, we're in good shape. So we got this outside level. And look at that! We start with 1 enemy! Just like every other stage in the game. My god. It's just these guys, I tell you. Whoever deployed these robots was not very smart about it, that's for sure. And the funny thing is, I think it's like some kind of supercomputer. It's probably the dumbest supercomputer, like, you know, known to man. Well, I guess by 1993 standards, you know. Supercomputers back then aren't exactly supercomputers now, 20 years later. 23 years later now. It is actually, you know what's funny, it's, as of recording this video, it is actually January 1st. It's like 3 in the morning on January 1st, 2016. So, you could say this game has been around for just about 23 years. It came out sometime in 1993. We're gonna say it's 23 years old because it came out in 93. It was surely under development in early 93, probably late 92. And then again, you know, judging by its tech demo kind of nature, they might have cooked it up in early 93. They might have made it in like a month and then just released it. Sega was like, we need some more beat-em-ups. We've got a beat-em-up craze on our hands, folks. We need to release more of these games. The beat-em-up genre was actually quite popular in the early 90s. For those of you guys that weren't around back then, thanks to games like Streets of Rage, Streets of Rage 2, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was huge. The beat-em-up games, oh my god. And what was great about them is they were awesome games too. They were very good games. Final Fight, you know, I don't think Final Fight was as big on consoles in the United States, but you know, it was there. See, that's a way to get my health back quickly. I'm probably just going to start doing that more often. Especially to big guys like these. Look at that. thanks, dude. You made the decapitation a whole lot easier. He shot his arm off. He missed. And, because he had no arm, I was able to decapitate him immediately. And we're just gonna take your arm, throw it back at you. And now let me just take your bodies. Come on, let me take your bodies. I need the health, come on. Health is good. I'm the Let's Player, remember, you are not. So let me take your health. I need to survive, not you. Oh, Jesus. Stop killing me, guys. My God. If only I can get the damn attack down. I swear, these guys are so damn annoying. And that's... The other thing about the game is just... They're so damn annoying. That's it. You know? Nobody wants annoying-ass enemies that just keep bouncing all over the damn place. I feel like I'm playing a noob in a fighting game. You know, where they just keep jumping, and you're like, dude, it's not skillful, it's just idiotic, and it's boring. Like, stop doing it. It's annoying. Cut it out. Start playing the game normally. Bam. Oh, that was nice. He like winded up and everything, and I'm just like, oh, thanks. I'm just gonna take your body now. Like, he literally got back to do a headbutt move, or like the shoulder ram, and right as he got back, I'm just like, yoink, I just grab his torso and rip it off. See, those really cool concepts in this game. But then you've got the same palette swapped levels over and over again, and it's just, oh my God. How about you just get stuck there? And every time you start with just one enemy. Like, I think I'm sensing a pattern here. What do you guys think? I gotta say, the soundtrack's not all that interesting either. You know, I always liked the first level theme. Like, it sounds really grungy, like it's metal, you know? But everything else is just kind of like funky, disco-y, groovy type of stuff, and it's just... It's not really in-your-face kind of stuff. It's not stuff you really pay attention to as you're playing. It's just like background noise, you know? I like soundtracks that get my, you know... Get my adrenaline pumping, basically. This game doesn't really provide much of that outside of the first level, for me. Not everybody's gonna like the music on the first level. They're gonna prefer the more groovy stuff. Shoot your arm off again, dude, so I can just, you know, do my thing. You know, I think he's got... Are those tank legs? Not a single robot has used their tank maneuver, which I'm really surprised about. That would have made things a lot more interesting if the enemies used their special weapons more often. But I guess the reason they don't is just that the special weapons take so long to wind up and charge up that nobody uses them. Well, that worked. Sort of. Alright, I need some health. Get stuck. Thank you. I just realized I can do it this way. Double jump. Oh no, that's not good. Ow, that hurt. Double jump. Oh, fuck, I did it again, man. Alright, back up to 3 lives, basically. 2, 3, there it is. So whenever you see these traps, just take advantage of them. Don't even bother, get your health back, you're gonna need it. But of course, when a guy's got big legs, you can't really do anything about it, unfortunately. Alright, dude, let's get back over here. Come on. Do your little somersault thing and... No. Thank you. Level 4-3. Well, we're over halfway through the game, so that's a plus. The downside is that we have several more levels we have to deal with this crap. So... Get stuck, thank you. Oh, look. Come on back, guys. Come on back, boys. Let's take some health away. I could picture these robots having like a redneck accent. Redneck's probably the wrong thing to say. Like a southern accent. Come on, boys. Be like southern robots. That's right. Ah, 6 lives is the max. Okay. That's one thing I can do. Just be like, get stuck and then just tear their body in half. Or get picked up by an enemy. Give me my weapon back. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's not good. I lost my laser. Alright, get stuck so I can just kill you. Thank you. And I think I'll take that. Thanks. That's hilarious. If you hold A, you literally just hold your fist out. So using the fist attack does absolutely nothing. Wow, that's so pointless. Alright, get stuck so I just kill you in one hit. Thank you. Thank you! Have a nice day. Alright, you two. Get stuck. Oh, get killed. Jesus. Oh my god, these controls. Ah, it's so inconsistent doing the, just, you know, ripping their bodies off. It's very inconsistent. You know, I'd like to have this weapon over this fist I just kind of hold out in the air. Thank you. Look at these weapons are so useless. Look at this. What the hell is that supposed to do? Did anybody test this game before releasing it? I need to mix your face. Like it's egg batter or something. egg batter. I mean, like, freaking cookie batter or something. Look at this. And today on Betty Crocker, Martha Stewart, here we go. We're making robot pie. I swear, some of these weapons are just freaking useless. Like, the razor blade one, or the buzzsaw one, is exactly the same way, except it's not as funny looking, because it actually looks like it would be threatening. But this is just like, okay, we're gonna mix some strawberries with this cream, and we're gonna do the crust just like this, and let's put on some metallic parts on top just to make it look kind of robotic-like. Yeah. What do you guys think? It's just... Man, this game is really easy to make fun of, actually, when I think about it. There's so many good things about it, but there's so many, like, dumb things about it, too. It's just like...
Austin, it's just a video game. Stop taking it so seriously.
I can't help it. I can't help it, guys. I swear. I just want the game to be good. Why isn't this game good? This game's making me go crazy now. Oh, that hurt. Oh my god, that hurt. That hurt some robot ass. I swear that move actually makes me cringe when I do it. It's like one of the few moves in video games that makes me feel like I'm hurting too when I see it happen. Maybe it's because you lose so much health when you miss, like... Okay, here, cool. I'll take the razor weapon. We can stop mixing brownie mix. Start sawing some arms off, or not. Or we'll just get hit instead. See, check this out. Oh yeah. You can like move it in and out. This is just seriously. It does nothing. It's the dumbest. Oh, I swear these weapons are stupid. Oh my god. Stupid. This guy's fast as crap. Oh my god. No, hey, no, I'm supposed to do that, man. Actually, I think if he decapitates me, I die in one hit. Yep. I think I get a game over automatically. You know what, dude? Screw you. So we've got to do that whole stage over again. Wow. Great. At least I get my half-decent weapon back again. Alright guys, so that just extended this whole Let's Play by at least 10 minutes. God. Well, at least this time we'll go a little bit faster since I won't be dicking around with weapons I don't need. Weapons of mass destruction. It's more like weapons of mass creation, because they're not going to do much else. Oh, you really can't use the pneumatic legs and do your leeching attack, because it seems like when you do your double jump in the air, you actually go forward by default, and that's what's happening. You can't just go straight up and come straight back down. It just, yeah, it doesn't really work like that. Oh boy. You know, it's funny, you've got these things like these uppercuts, and they barely do any damage. It's just like, you know, they're slow, and you miss, and, you know, usually slow attacks means they're, like, kind of strong attacks, but in this game, you know, they kind of go against that logic. Bam, like that did no damage. That was an uppercut, man. An uppercut would knock somebody out in real life, like instantly. You did an uppercut to the chin. Those guys are usually like down on the ground immediately. In this game, nope. It's just like, oh, just a flesh wound. Not even a flesh wound. And you can pound them down to the ground. It doesn't. So I never use those moves. They're just way too slow. You know, you might use it in like a two-player versus match or something, but against the CPU, there is no point. I mean, you can also... how do you do it? I totally forget how you do it. Doing the, like, headbutt, charge up, shoulder bash move, or whatever you want to call it. I forgot how to do it. Like, they do it a lot, but they also miss a lot, so... It's kind of good they do it a lot as a result. Shit. Okay. Thought I was gonna come crashing down again, lose some health. Oh, come on. That's what sucks about doing this with two enemies on screen, is it makes it too hard to consistently do it. You really need to get, you know, one of the enemies killed or destroyed, and then do it. Otherwise, it's just way too inconsistent if you do it otherwise. Kill that dude, then take this dude's health. Although this dude has no health now, so it's not going to do me a whole lot of good. Alright, let's try not to die in one hit this time. What? I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. Okay, that's just cheating, man. Sometimes they come back, sometimes they don't. It's just like, okay. Stop doing that. No. I'm supposed to do that. Yeah, screw you, dude. I'm taking your shit. No! God, it's just a back and forth, I swear. Oh, come on! I gotta do it again? Oh my god! Oh, this game. Oh, I should just quit here. Oh, jeez. And I think you only get 3 continues. So, what's gonna happen, I think, is we're gonna get to... If we even beat this level, we're gonna get to, like, the final boss. And then get a game over, because the final boss, like, you have to do just right. Oh, what a pain in the ass. The game's like, this is what you get for making fun of me. I'm a really good game. I'm like, shut up, Android Assault. I don't care if I win. I'm the real winner no matter what. I get to take this shitty cartridge out and just throw it across the room if I don't like it. So that makes me the real winner. I can make a Zool 2 out of this cartridge. Oh, if you hold an enemy up in the air, it actually takes life away from you. It's like the enemies are too heavy for you or something. Which is crazy. You know, I should have made a statement at the very beginning of the video like I normally do, but, you know, I make no guarantees getting through these games when I Let's Play them. And that's kind of the fun thing about Let's Playing is I might upload a Let's Play where I don't actually finish a game. You guys just see me game over and I kind of bitch and moan about it. And that might actually be what happens on this Let's Play. And then what's funny about that is that actually hasn't happened in a while, now that I think about it. Aside from Outrun on the Saturn, which, as of the time of recording this video, I don't know if you guys are going to see or not, because it's got a copyright claim. It's got a false copyright claim on it. I'm trying to dispute it, and that process can take 30 days. And from what I understand, it's being disputed by a company that doesn't respond to disputes. So you guys might not actually see that Outrun Let's Play, unfortunately. Sega Saturn Let's Play. There will be a Sega Genesis Outrun Let's Play eventually. Probably sooner than later, since I can't upload my Saturn one. But, you know, that was actually a game where I wasn't able to beat it on stream. Or not on stream, but, you know, in my Let's Play recording. So yeah, like I said, not every game is guaranteed to be finished or completed by me on a Let's Play. And that's what I like about the format. When I would do long plays, it's a long play. You expect it to be a long play. You know, Let's Play, it's just kind of like, can mean a bunch of different things. It could just be some dude walking up and playing a game for 5 minutes. I don't really consider those Let's Plays, honestly. I guess technically they are. I do think of a Let's Play as a decent gaming session, at least. You know, you spend, you know, if the game takes an hour to beat, you spend 20 or 30 minutes with it and get as far as you can. I guess, you know, technically anything where someone's just playing a game and talking about it is technically a Let's Play, but I personally view Let's Plays as basically like long plays, except that completion isn't guaranteed, but an honest effort for completion is made, you know. And it's obviously live commentary. A long play, for me, you know, it doesn't have to have even commentary. It can just be a straight long play of the game on YouTube or something. But I do commentaries on mine, because that's just how I've always done them. Alright, boss time again. I guess we're going to take it the safe way, because he keeps, like... Oops, okay. I take that back. Just going to keep doing this, like I was before, and it seemed like it was working, and then... see. And you can't really tell when they're going to come backwards. So that's pretty annoying. It almost seems like every other time they come backwards. I guess it is what it is. It's just every other time they come backwards. Yep, it is every other time. So we just figured something out. I'll take that. So I'm gonna beat the next one the exact same way. Normally what I try to do is I just rip their torso off. You know? Just like the first couple levels. But they get really aggressive by the end of the game. And so as you saw, they're liable to rip my torso off. And I have to go back to the very beginning of the stage. So this is our final actual beat 'em up level. And as you can see, these guys take a lot of hits now. I mean, in the very beginning of the game, this attack was killing enemies in like 2 hits. Now it's taking like 7 or 8. I mean, it's still useful, don't get me wrong. It's just, it is a little annoying that, you know, their damage, the enemy's health basically goes up. Or at least their defense gets higher. Their health bars are technically the same. You can either look at it as their defense is going up, or their health bar is just extending in a way where, you know, they're actually getting more health, but the bar is not really showing it. You know, the bar just basically depletes at a slower rate now. Actually, I'm gonna say it's probably their defense is raising, because if you want to get technical about it, which I don't even know why I'm getting technical about a game called Cyborg Justice, when you do your life-stealing move on them, you still take away the exact same amount of health. Ah. Cyborg Justice Philosophy 101. So, if their health was indeed going up... Ooh, I'll take you. Oh, no. Get back here. Thank you. That was easy. It'd be cool if you could swap legs, too. Because he left his tank legs back there. Be like, I want some tank legs now. I would like my weapon back, please. Oh, come on. It disappeared. God damn it. I hate it when that happens. It's so inconvenient. So I'll take his batter mixing weapon again. We're gonna be making some cyborg cookies, guys. I'm not really feeling the justice part anyway. I don't know what I'm justifying. You know what I've noticed? There hasn't been a single pit since the very first level. I'm surprised they haven't reintroduced those. Because the pits at least made, you know, the levels somewhat interesting. Like, they should have incorporated more, like, endless pits throughout the stage. Like, you can knock enemies off and stuff like that. And I'm not really sure why they didn't. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I think there also should have been more, like, there should have been ceiling objects, like blocks that come down and, like, smash you or something like that. There should have been more, like, environmental hazards, like blocks that come out from, or objects that come out from the background. Like, you know, have objects, because you've got the floor stuff, you know, you've got, like, the little things right here, you got the spikes and whatnot, and you have the pits in the first level. They should have integrated the pits much more often. But they should have had other things happening too, like notable background objects. You know, the Ninja Turtles games had those. Jeez. You know. I just backhand him? That's hilarious. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I actually just backhanded the dude. Most useless weapon in the game. It does nothing. Like, why did they think that was a good idea to leave these weapons in? Like, dude, he's got claw hands. That would have been badass. Like, the claw hand, like, snips off their arm in one hit. Like, that would be sweet. Why didn't they use that as a sub-weapon? That would have been badass. Not this, like, mixing bowl crap. I shall bake a cake for you before I rip you to pieces. That is the justified cyborg mantra. Jeez, I'm getting wrecked. I'm on my last continue too. I'm pretty sure you only get 3 continues. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'm wrong, but these guys take way too long to kill. It's just annoying, you know? And I don't even want to try to, like, take their weapons off and then decapitate them. Because, like, they're just so fast. You try to do it, they just attack you. And I don't want to lose any more health, because I'm gonna need a couple life bars for the boss. And then right after that is the final boss, and I don't think I get any life back for that. At least I don't think so. Alright, one more, I think. Actually, if I remember correct... Oh, it is 5-3. Damn it. I forgot you can block in this game. Do you know, I never really use it. I'm just like, you know, I'm just gonna do this over and over. Like, it works fine. Maybe I would play better if I blocked, but it's too late to start trying. Who cares? Ay, 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 getting close. I'm so close to death right now. Speaking of which... Wow. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, so I think we're officially out of continues. So I'm gonna see if I can just keep milking this, if it's even possible. Shit. Should have picked like the lobster legs or something. Or spiked legs is what I usually play with. I think the spiked legs might be the ones that make you like run faster. But the pneumatic legs, I think you can actually go the fastest by double jumping and just flying all the way across the screen. So there is that. But trying to do this energy absorbing move is just a pain with the pneumatic legs. But like, this is what they're good for. Just skip right to the next section. It seems like if you use the heavy legs, your agility is just shot. Like, look at how slow that dude's walking. It's a big price to pay, I think, for just not getting stuck on those magnetizing things. Like, they really aren't that much of a threat because they don't suck you in for very long. For some reason, they'll suck the enemies in for a really long time, but you're like sucked in for just a moment, and then that's it. Making slow progress, guys. Slow progress. I like how your punches pretty much do no damage at this point in the game. Alright, for some reason, I thought this was just a 2-stage one. I could be wrong. Yeah, that design choice makes no sense. Alright, so we have to do this basically on our first try. And this pattern is actually pretty frustrating. You gotta basically watch out for the lasers. The laser is always... it goes in the same pattern no matter what. So there are some patterns where you can't do anything, you have to just wait. And the laser obviously does a ton of damage. I think each of those 3 weak points takes 3 or 4 hits each. I meant to jump kick. I should have just jumped. I'm so used to playing with these pneumatic legs now that it's messing up my timing and my play style, actually. Normally I just jump kick like that. So I need to hold down and C and punch. Bam, just like, oh god. You can get destroyed so quickly if you do it wrong. And this is not the kind of boss fight that really fits the control setup. Everything is just so stiff in this game. Got it. Oh my god. On my last health bar and... He wasn't a very smart brain, that's for sure. You know, if he was really smart, he would have just left that laser up there permanently so nobody could get through. But yeah, I digress. There wouldn't have been a game otherwise. Alright, guys. Oh. So, that was Cyborg Justice. That was definitely slightly painful to go through. And I knew it was going to be painful going into it, but I had no idea I was going to have so much trouble on some of those stages. Like, we had to play that one level 3 times. That sucked. So, it's rough. You know, guys, I have nostalgia for this game, but I really can't recommend it in this day and age. I just think there are so many other better beat 'em ups, like, and this one had so many good elements too. It's just, it feels like a tech demo that just was never fleshed out as a full-fledged game, but it was sold as a full-fledged game. You know, if a game came out like this these days, you know, in this day and age, people would be shouting out about it online and blah, blah, blah. But back in 1993, you know, kids didn't really care that much, you know. I think kids back then were actually the majority of game players, actually. And consoles and games just did not sell nearly as much as they did, or as they do now. And so something like this could have just slipped through and, you know, people would have played it, had fun with it, they would have rented it for a weekend and it would have been like, okay. But man, if I bought this game in this day and age, I would have felt completely ripped off. Full $60 for the exact same thing in every single level and blah, like, I know I'm just digressing hardcore now, and like, there's really no point to it. I mean, it's 2016 as of recording this. It is officially 2016 as of recording this, and there's really no point for complaints now. I mean, it's just one of those things. In the classic gaming hobby, you sometimes you experience gems, you experience bad games, but then you also re-experience games you haven't played in a long time, like Cyborg Justice, that you thought was a gem, and then you realize it's actually kind of a shiny turd. And I guess that's kind of the best, you know, comparison I can make for Cyborg Justice. It's a shiny turd. There's some really good stuff about it, but just the gameplay and the level progression, enemy progression is extremely monotonous. It's the true definition of monotony in a video game. Like, if video game monotony was like a definition in the dictionary, a picture of the Cyborg Justice box should go right next to it. And that's, yeah, I'm just ranting. I gotta end this Let's Play, guys. I've been on this one for too long. I'm going crazy now. And it's like 5 in the morning now, I think. But, alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Play. Definitely one of the more odd Let's Plays I've done recently, just because of the subject matter and the progression of my own play, which was really odd. I expected to just go through this game without any problems, but yeah, the game, obviously, as you can see, it can be tricky sometimes, but not really in a good way, you know? It's just one of those, I don't know. It's Cyborg Justice. It is what it is. Yeah. If you guys are new to my channel, feel free to subscribe. I've got a lot of Let's Plays on the way and plenty more already on my channel for you to check out, along with other video styles as well. For everybody else that is watching, if you watched all the way through, thanks a lot. Post a comment below. Let me know what you think of this game, or any other thoughts you might have in your mind. And as always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you guys soon. So until the next video, take it easy.